Hello, fellow Star Voyagers. Howdy, Bob. Greetings, greetings. Snake! 2 years. Been 2 years. Welcome back. More ways than one. So this should be fun. Game gets a bad rap. Phantom Pain gets a bad rap. Ground Zeroes probably has a better reputation than the main game, all said and done, but we're going to be playing the prologue, Ground Zeroes. We're going to be playing Phantom Pain. Phantom Pain is long, Ground Zeroes is short. We're not going to do all the little bits and extras in Ground Zeroes, but in Phantom Pain, we're going to be spending a great many hours there no matter what, so do whatever. I think we're going to stick to the basics. Maybe we'll rescue some extra prisoners, but Ground Zeroes was released a full year. Was it a full year before Phantom Pain or more? Got everybody quite hyped for the game that would later come out with an unfinished story and a very polarizing story at that. But at this point in time, things were a little simpler. They were still batshit crazy, but they were a little bit simpler. Clear my throat well here because let's read. I'm going to read the, how many pages is it? 11 pages of backstory. Some of the events of mostly Peace Walker, Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, which was originally a mobile game and is available in the HD collection. It's an excellent game. Tremendous amount of Metal Gear Solid lore. New characters it introduced, which have become some of the most loved characters in the series. Many of those characters reappear in the Phantom Pain. Recap a bit. Hello, Soitlar. How you been? See you. There lived a man who was a legend among mercenaries. A man who put together a formidable unit of soldiers of fortune long before the advent of private military companies that dared to call itself a nation. A man who, with his nation at his back, made an enemy of the modern capitalist society and the world. This is his story. Known by code names such as Snake and later Big Boss, he proved himself as an agent of U.S. Special Forces Unit Fox, but a certain incident spurred him to part ways with the military, and he is said to have roamed the world's war zones as a gun for hire. In 1974, Snake and his partner Kazuhira Miller were running a small mercenary outfit in Colombia when they were visited by a man claiming to be a professor from Costa Rica's University for Peace. According to this professor, there had been several incidents involving a mysterious armed group in Costa Rica, a country without a military of its own. The professor was accompanied by one of his students, a girl named Paz, who had been abducted and assaulted by this group. The professor and Paz offered to hire Snake to drive the group out of Costa Rica. However, Snake saw through their deception in an instant. I haven't played, so I can only imagine what you're speaking of. That sounds unfortunate. I haven't been reading the little quotes at the top. Miller, we are not mercenaries. We're not a foreign legion. MSF's a business, a new kind of business. The professor was actually a KGB agent and the armed group in question backed by the CIA. The Cold War was no stranger to such overseas clandestine operations between US and Soviet agents, but the CIA's motives were a mystery. Boss had escaped from one of the CIA's group facilities with a cassette tape. On it was the voice of a woman known as the Mother of Special Forces, the Boss. With a popular song from 1973 playing in the background, it was reasonable to conclude that the recording was made recently. Snake was stunned. The boss was supposed to be dead. What was she doing in Costa Rica? The boss was Snake's mentor, and the only woman he ever loved. But 10 years prior, Snake was forced to take the boss's life as part of a mission, a bitter memory that still haunted him. Despite realizing that she simply could not have survived, Snake was unable to turn the professor down. Telling himself he was intervening as a deterrent for a defenseless country, as well as to honor the virtue of Paz's name, peace, Snake departed for Costa Rica. Once there, he ran into a unit of the Sandinista National Liberation Front that had fled Nicaragua. After rising up against the pro-America Somoza regime, these rebels had become targets for the CIA group, who killed their commandante and left the unit in shambles. I'll do it for the girl. For Paz. Snake rescued the Sandinistas and invited them back to Mother Base, the new offshore base of operations provided to them by the KGB. The fallen commandante's children, Amanda and Chico, saw something of their hero, Che Guevara, in Snake and grew to idolize him. This triggered a rapid expansion of Snake's forces. However, he was still no closer to discovering what the CIA was really up to in Costa Rica. Everyone treats me like a child. I couldn't stand it anymore. Snake then encountered Huey, a wheelchair-bound scientist being forced to work for the CIA. Huey revealed the CIA's terrifying plot. They were developing a system by which, following radar detection of an enemy nuclear launch, an AI would analyze all available data and automatically execute a retaliatory nuclear strike at appropriate targets. Although designed to increase the power of nuclear deterrence, Coldman, the CIA's Central American Station chief, planned to actually launch a nuke to demonstrate the effectiveness of automated retaliation. This demonstration was only 5 days away. Snake rushed to the development lab to stop their AI from being completed. I believe in peace through nuclear deterrence. Huey. Upon infiltrating the lab, Snake was greeted by the voice from the tape. That same voice of his lost mentor. But this was in fact the voice of the retaliatory systems AI. Its developer, Dr. Strangelove, had selected the boss, the so-called greatest soldier who ever lived, as the AI's intellectual model. However, succumbing to personal obsession, Strangelove had deviated from the research's original purpose. Not only had she reproduced the boss's voice, she was on the verge of bringing her psyche back to life in AI form, driven by a bizarre kind of love. What if the boss could truly be revived in every detail, only in AI form? Snake hesitated as Strangelove's idea touched his sense of loss. His guard down, Snake was immediately captured. The boss AI was completed, and Peace Walker, the nuclear-equipped walking battle tank housing this retaliatory AI system, went active. You've left everything behind. Your country, your identity, your past and ideals, but there's still one thing you haven't let go of. Snake fought in vain as Peace Walker prepared to fire the nuke. But in the face of catastrophe, it was ultimately a machine that saved mankind from nuclear annihilation. The boss AI sank Peace Walker to the bottom of Lake Nicaragua, stopping the launch. With the crisis behind him, Snake took advantage of his recent mobilization to continue Mother Base's expansion indefinitely. Snake understood that the AI had acted to save the world. That did not change the fact that this system, based on the boss's mind, had chosen at last to lay down its weapon. As a weapon himself, Snake felt the act to be a rejection of his life. Undeterred, Snake and Miller invited Doctors Huey and Strangelove to Mother Base to develop Metal Gear Zeke, a bipedal weapon they eventually equipped with a nuclear warhead, suddenly making their unit a nuclear power. I was made to fight. I am a gun. Snake. Meanwhile, Mother Base took in Paz, already an orphan but now left without even her KGB benefactor following the end of the crisis. However, this was all engineered by an intelligence agency known as Cypher. Under Cypher's orders, Paz got close to Amanda, Chico, and the others while exploring more and more of the base, secretly plotting to hijack Zeke. Her objective was to use the weapon as a bargaining chip to force Snake into becoming a military arm for Cypher. Paz's attempt failed when Snake defeated Zeke, and she was thrown beneath the waters of the Caribbean. It was only then that Snake learned Chico had fallen in love with her. The diary she kept while on the base was discovered several days later. It revealed a young girl torn between serving Cypher and following her heart. This place will no longer be my heaven. Paz. Perhaps due to Paz revealing the existence of Snake's nuke to Cypher, the International Atomic Energy Agency contacted Mother Base to request that it agree to a nuclear inspection. Word got out that Snake's unit had a nuclear weapon. It would face severe criticism from around the world. But Huey, acting on his own, informed the IAEA that Mother Base would allow the inspection. His reasoning was that as long as they kept Zeke and its nuke hidden from the inspectors, they could demonstrate to the international community that they were not a threat. The option to call off the inspection having expired, Snake and his men reluctantly got preparations underway. Meanwhile, Amanda, deployed to Cuba to assist the Sandinistas, learned that Paz had survived. The timing could not have been worse. Suspecting her of turning her back on the organization, Cypher had captured Paz and was interrogating her at a U.S. military base on the southern tip of Cuba. Chico learned of this and set out to save Paz by himself. It was not long before a radio message from Chico reached Mother Base, saying he too had been captured. "This is Chico. Cypher's holding me on a U.S. military base in Cuba." With an idea as to Cypher's true identity, Snake could not allow what Chico and Paz knew to fall into their hands. Furthermore, if he could rescue Paz, he might be able to get information from her that would help him fight back against Cypher. On the eve of the nuclear inspection, Snake made the decision to leave for Cuba. "I know it hurts right now, but it will all be over soon." Paz. Cool. I'm not going to subject you to all the tapes. I'm just going to show you that there's a lot of tapes there, and then we're going to back out and start the mission. These are not the lot of tapes. These are a lot of the tapes. We're not going to listen to all these tapes. There's a lot of pre-mission briefing. Yes, it's interesting stuff, and I am quite sure we listened to them all last time. It's probably 10 or 15 minutes of sitting here listening to tapes and briefings. It is interesting. I want to play the game right now. So when we get to Phantom Pain, there will be more than ample opportunity to listen to a lot of tapes. Paz's spy log, this stuff from Peace Walker, mostly or entirely stuff from Peace Walker. Paz's diary, that stuff's from Peace Walker. So it's tapes that carried over, and then a bunch of new tapes, pre-mission briefing. So, no, no. Banning memes, and we're playing Metal Gear. Jeez, we're fucked. All right. We're gonna play on normal. The Phantom Pain does not have a difficulty setting. It has some missions with alternate versions with increased difficulty. We'll deal with those when we get there. Procyon, cheers. Yeah, we're Paz's Innermost Feelings, and other pop rock material. Pass for now. You know, I do love that stuff, but we're gonna pass. Pass and play. Hold on. Enter on the keyboard by accident. We're on the right thing. Mission, ground zeros, normal. Walking Dad, cheers. Hello. You know, and you just can't clear your throat. Ow! I don't know if that's a carpal thing or what. What would it be if it, like, squeezing out a washcloth or trying to lift yourself out of a chair, if those two different gestures, squeezing something really hard and lifting yourself up, trigger the same kind of pain? Is that carpal? What is that? Anyways, ow. Do have cough drops. Let's go. See somebody in the back there? Well, we can only see them from behind. In an era when the world was still divided into East and West. I didn't start reading fast enough. Okay, they're gonna keep going. Thought I had time. I may disappear during some of the cutscenes.
She told us everything. Don't worry, I kept my word. She didn't suffer long. Here. You earned it. How's it feel to play the traitor? No more war games. You're a real man now, soldier. Give my regards to your boss when you get home.
"10 days ago, we got reports that Paz was still alive.
She survived.
She was rescued by a Belizean fisherman who found her drifting in the Caribbean.
So what's the plan? Silence her before we're compromised?
No, I've got something else in mind. Our friends at Cypher suspect Paz could be a double agent. She's being held for interrogation at a camp on the southern tip of Cuba.
Black site. Nice. A slice of American pie on communist soil, and out of U.S. legal jurisdiction.
The upcoming inspection of Mother Base has to be connected somehow. The timing's too perfect.
The UN's nuclear inspection.
My guess is they're trying to corroborate Paz's leak.
We're an army without a nation.
Word of our capabilities gets out, and we'll have the whole world out to shut us down. Having an American private intelligence agency involved's bad news. Cypher's the ones who sent Paz to us in the first place.
She knows the true nature.
Right. Paz is our only link to Cypher. If she's still alive, we need her on our side.
Trojan horse is in! This pirate crackdown's a go! Move!
Roger that.
So who's the other target?
That would be Chico. He's being held in the same area as Paz. Last radio contact was 40 hours ago. Find them both. Bring him back alive. Enter the compound from the south cliff. Secure Chico and Paz, then report back from the rendezvous point. We'll send a chopper from across the Cuban border. You should be back at Mother Base in time for lunch. You'll probably just miss our guests. The only catch is you go in solo. The politically sensitive nature of the mission needs backup is not an option.
Fine. I like some alone time now and then. I'm in front of the prison camp.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
Kept you waiting, huh?
Yeah. Beep bop boop bop. Beep bop boop.
Chico and Paz are being held in an old unused part of the compound. Get inside inside and head northeast.
They have a cool mobile app for this one, for mapping and such.
This is an infiltration mission.
Yes,
You've got to stay out of sight. Before you go any further, use your binoculars to recon the area. What do you see? Press the call button to get more intel. It's a guard. Don't let him see you.
It's a guard.
Avoid combat whenever possible.
All right, so yes, this was a demo of sorts, a prologue, a demo. Once you collect the XOF patches, are they no longer laying around? Subsequent playthroughs?
We had no more than a dozen guys at Barranquilla. Some of them with barely enough gear to protect themselves. Now here we are, not 1 year later, over 300 men strong. But the way I see it, this is still our 0 hour. Once this mission's behind us, I want to pitch you some ideas about expansion.
Some paramilitary setup?
Some of the guys are saying, you know what? Best we just drop this, right?
Sure.
Yeah, Miller talks a lot. We missed most of the conversation there. So you can play through this very, very, very quickly. It's a sandbox. It's a relatively small sandbox overall. You have the whole camp at your disposal. It has a few different areas, number of buildings. You can pretty much do what you want with that. And we do have a mission. We need to rescue Paz and we need to rescue Chico. Now, let's see. Maybe I should switch sides. I haven't been on the left side of the screen in a while.
On the pause screen.
Well, that is disorienting. That freak anybody else
If you
out?
ready your weapon while crawling, you can move to climb an obstacle. Press the action
I don't even know
button.
what to do with myself on the left side of the screen. It's been so damn long. Oh shit! Shit! Is he dead? Well, I think he's dead. Didn't mean to kill that guy. I was made too much noise. I was gonna go up and grab him. Oh, I don't know what to do with myself on this side of the screen. Huh. And I may want to raise the text a little bit. Fonz, hello. Where's the text gonna be? Is it gonna be right over the weapon display? It's gonna go up from there. All right, let me just move. Let me nudge that up a little bit. I haven't had to mess with this in a while. Up with you. I don't know if I can handle being on this side of the screen. I used to be on this side all the time. All right. You can see how much ammo I waste.
Now head east to the old prison area. You can bring up the target's location on your iDroid.
Queen Eva! Hi, Eva!
Contact
you
me
doing?
if you need advice.
Greetings. Say hey, Jay in chat.
Eyes open, boss.
You say so far so good? I'll take it. Right on. I've got, uh-oh.
Take a good look at the enemy through your binoculars, and you can mark him. Marked enemies can be sensed when nearby, even if there's a wall between you and them.
Not the marking I'm worried about.
You should move the bodies of enemies somewhere out of sight.
A trank to the head will knock an enemy out indefinitely. Trank to other parts of the body, it will not last indefinitely. So this guy just went down, but I think he will wake up eventually. It might be worth wasting the extra shot.
Just as hard the day we met Paz.
Make sure he stays out.
My country. I can't believe we ever bought that cover story.
Hold still, buddy. You hear the little weep weep sound? Fortunately, someone else heard it, but he's coming. Shit! A lot of wasted ammo. I don't even want to leave their bodies lying around here. I'm making a bigger mess than I planned right off the bat. I'm gonna try and get some of these guys out of the way.
It'll help you stay out of sight, but watch you don't get hypothermia.
Something that I don't know if that qualifies as out of the way. In Phantom Pain, we can put enemies in dumpsters. I don't think we can put enemies in dumpsters in Ground Zeroes. Correct me if I'm wrong. Alright, first thing I want to do is I want to extract everybody from the same landing zone, and there's actually one extra prisoner nearby that I want to extract. We're gonna stash everybody in a cave. We have to get there first. Since this guy, I think he's here. No? What am I thinking of? There's somebody in this camp. See if I can avoid getting spotted. I think there's somebody somewhere in this camp.
A prisoner. You gonna help him? If you want to extract him, carry him to the RV and call in the chopper.
So we can call in the chopper multiple times. But I'm gonna try to just gather everyone up and call in the chopper once at the end.
You didn't come here just to save my ass. Am I right? Maybe this'll help with whatever you're doing. Hey, if you want inside the admin building, here's the drainage channel.
The map has been updated.
Use and reload your sidearm secondary weapon, right? They're called secondary weapon while carrying someone, but you can't use a long gun. Leaving him there might not be a good idea. There are a number of shift changes. The enemies have a number of shift changes during the mission. And enemies that are knocked out stay knocked out, but I don't really know what rules I don't know what rules. I don't know the rules! Enemies can wake each other up. If they find each other sleeping, they will do exactly that. That's bad. You rest with him. Definitely one game where I wish I was a better shot. Now there's this reflex mode, kind of a bullet time, automatic bullet time thing. I do have it turned off. Gotta say, I think it's more fun with it off. We're gonna keep it off. The game will make fun of me when I screw up. Forget that I turned off reflex mode. The game will want me to put on a chicken hat. It's also turned off. But I think the game still suggests it. I don't know where I'm putting this guy. I don't really have any good hiding places. I don't think tall grass really counts for much here. Pretty sure they can still be spotted. A great position where I can't even see past the grass. I won't have any crank rounds left by the time we get to pause. Guy up on the bridge, but I think he has really lousy vision. Nope, not that lousy. Not that lousy, not that lousy. Problem. You know what? I'm gonna let him wake up his buddy, and we're just gonna go. We got a checkpoint there. Metal Gear uses a scoring system to rank your success in missions. And the scoring system is weird. You get scored on all kinds of things and penalized for all kinds of things. Sure, guy. I don't think there's anybody out here yet, but there will be. There aren't already. There will be someone out here later. But the painful reality about the scoring system is that there is no substitute for going fast, and I'm not trying to go fast. If you want to get the highest rank, which is above an A rank, an S rank, if you want to get an S rank, almost universally, the simplest way to do that is to go fast. Even if you kill, you get points for stealth, not being spotted, and not killing enemies, but you get a lot more points for going fast. Not the coolest thing, but it is what it is. I think you get points for killing rats. Maybe not points, but the game definitely keeps track of it. Gotta go fast. Howdy, Woo.
I am assuming direct control.
That's the old prison area. The targets are there.
Hope you're doing all right, man. Hey, come on, pick him up, please. So in Phantom Pain, we'd be able to put him in a dumpster. Pico's in here. A number of prisoners in here. Shit. It's
We've been in touch with Amanda. We had her listen to Chico's call for help. She agrees with us. She said, I know my brother and I know when he's lying. She also had a message
well
for
played.
you.
Well played.
I'm ready for the worst. Sounded a little too cheerful to me.
So we can have big old firefights, but I'd rather take some checkpoint hits. We get some point deductions. We will have plenty of firefights. in the coming days and weeks. Lots of things will devolve into complete shitstorms. Don't worry.
You've got to stay out of sight. Head for the old prison. You'll find the targets there.
Yes, yes it would. Waking up in a dumpster would be quite alarming. So that counts as a retry. When you reload from a checkpoint, it counts as a retry. If you were running... I'm not on that right side of the screen anymore. I can't point at shit. Your clip, if you were out of ammo, say, for your silent pistol, for your woo, if you're out of ammo for your woo, you get 2 clips. Rather generous if you had nothing at the time you had to reload.
That's the old prison area. The targets are there.
So let's say I wait here and grab him. Let's grab him. I haven't grabbed anybody because I missed the guy in the tower at the beginning. Accidentally killed him. Kicked him off. It was better him than me.
CQC is... you can now either interrogate him.
I'm trying to interrogate him.
Or kill
You'll
him.
find ammo here.
His life is in your hands.
So even if we knock him out, he will wake up. He gets a different marker. See the 3 lines? Now he's out cold. Now he'll stay out. That's what we need. That's how full throttle starts. I thought it was a, oh, the dumpster, not the, yeah, okay. Sorry. You know, it's hard processing conversations and
We've been in touch with Amanda.
game at the same
We
time.
had her listen to Chico's call for help. She agrees with us. She said, I know my brother and I know when he's lying. She also had a message for you. I'm ready for the worst. Sounded a little too cheerful to me.
Speak.
The map has been updated.
I don't think anyone comes looking for him, but let's get him out of the... Whoa, now. Get him out of the way a little bit. Ah, somewhere on the other side. Nope. See how the reticle shifted and was a double for a little bit? There, you can see it there. You don't have a clear line of sight. You're gonna see a reticle like that.
Those tranquilizer rounds are only good for putting your target to sleep. They won't help you
That's
break
perfect.
anything.
I'm not trying to break anything. Later, when there's a shift change, we won't be here anymore, so it doesn't really matter who wakes up who. See, there's a bunch of prisoners besides Chico. And if you want to rescue the others, you probably want to do that first. Because you get a cutscene, some noise, and the shift change, the first shift change after you rescue Chico.
You can pull him out too if you want, but just don't forget the targets.
I better pay some attention because I don't... There might even be some patrol that comes down this way. before the shift change.
It hurts all over.
Rather not get busted. Alright, we're gonna make a whole collection of POWs here. Presumably their hands are free, but none of them are gonna take off their masks.
That's fine if he has some intel, I guess.
The ground zeros, if you take your time, you could stretch out, even without trying too hard, just taking your time sneaking and taking out most of the enemies and maybe some retries and trying a few different things. Rescuing the extra POWs. You could get a couple hours out of the main mission. And that's about it. You could also run through it in 10 minutes if you know what you're doing. A lot better than I do. I couldn't run through it in 10 minutes. I think it would... If I tried to rush it, it would still probably take me 30 minutes or more. I don't know. I haven't played it that many times. But I haven't played Phantom Pain in 2 years, and I hadn't played Ground Zeroes in 2 years. So I was messing around with it yesterday. That's why I'm more familiar with the areas. Gave me a little chance to de-rust. Make sure I wanted to get into this. We're going to be playing Phantom Pain for, 2-3 weeks. It's a long game. If you want to play most of it. I love it. It gets a bad rap. And it is batshit crazy. And it does terrible things with the MGS storyline. But it's still a great game. I mean, it's mechanically so good. Yankee reminds you of Origins. Carry the guy 5 miles, and then he gets... Yeah. In Origins, that really bothered me, that they would all just stand up after telling you they couldn't walk, and you gotta carry them. The moment you put them down, they're on their feet. That bothered me. I don't like that. They're not really getting up, though.
A POW. That's fine if he has some intel, I guess.
Poor Chico is right there. But, he's a complainer. He's gonna complain when we try to rescue him, so we're saving him for last. Just... In terms of points, at the very end, it will take so much time to load all these guys on the helicopter, in addition to Chico and Paz, that if by some chance I get all the way here to the landing zone without them noticing Paz is out of her cell, they will probably notice at that time. While I'm trying to load everyone on the helicopter, they'll figure out. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. I guess the XOF patches are gone. I did collect the XOF patches in case we wanted to do the Deja Vu mission, but I think we'll move on to Phantom Pain after the main Ground Zeroes. We'll see. I did rescue Kojima as well.
Chico.
Chico!
Chico.
Chico!
Chico, it's me.
No! No! Go away! Go away! Get off me!
Chico,
Get off!
keep it down.
Go away!
Told you he was a complainer.
Chico, calm down. Calm down. Don't fight it.
I got Chico.
And Paz,
Not here.
are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Is Chico able to walk?
Hold on.
That's a no!
Not gonna happen.
You'll have to carry him out then. Okay, boss, change
They
of
tied
plan.
his shoelaces
Haul
together.
Chico over to the rendezvous point. We'll get Paz's whereabouts out of him once he's calmed down.
You're collecting tapes. There are tapes in this to collect as well. And there's a tape in the adjoining
Okay, now
cell.
carry Chico there.
Okay, shift just
The
changed.
map has been
Already
updated.
changed. So let's get the hell out of here. And even though we just ran back to the landing zone 5 times, the shift has changed, and there's a patrol or 2. Nico, your crying is gonna get us busted.
Has to be somewhere close by.
Damn it. You're leaving no stone unturned.
The RV's just a little further.
If enemies find one of their
Great. You reach the RV.
fellow
Put
soldiers
the target down for a minute.
asleep,
How's he
it's
doing?
not the biggest deal to wake them up. Dead, that's a different story. So we could call a helicopter. Oh, wait, we gotta... Come on, Chico, talk to me. Sit up and talk to me. Come on, Chico. Somehow we didn't get... You're the wrong guy. Chico, we're supposed to have a little cutscene here. I'm gonna pick him up and put him down again. Come on, Chico. Are you safe? Waking up his buddy. Chico, come on. We can't, I don't think we get our next objective until... Maybe a problem. We're supposed to have a cutscene here that triggers where Chico gives us a little tape. There we go.
Chico, where is Paz?
That's how we get the checkpoint, too.
She's dead.
When was this recorded?
She's dead.
Okay, now use your iDroid to call the chopper for pickup.
Oh, well, you can, but we're going to, or Miller says, we're going to listen to Chico's tape. It's not number 1, it's number 3. Now we start heading for Paz. They didn't wake up their buddy? That doesn't make sense.
On your feet.
Okay.
Chico was taken out of his cage. Did he leave the tape recording while he was being moved? Paz might be up ahead. I hear Secured vehicles. And a flag. Must be near the heliport. A gate.
Even though there's a shift change, you see we still have sleeping enemies we knocked out before. Where are we headed for? Drainage channel.
Chico left the tape on record while he was being moved. Try using what you hear to find Paz. If you're still not sure, listen to the tape again.
We can pick up a few. It's not more than a clip. We go pick up a clip of trank rounds over there, but hey, Nuggets Warrior. Guy by the truck, he's moving. Oh wait, did he actually find the... Damn. He must have gone over to the sleeping. Easing, sleeping. There's all the dwarves in one. Waiting for that truck to roll out. We could ride in with the truck. You can get in the back of the truck and take that in. Didn't you already
Spit it out.
The map has been updated.
He spit it out telepathically. He used Zelda speech. I didn't alert this guy.
Spit it out.
The map has been updated.
Isn't the pickup I was thinking of. Still just one clip.
Open the front gate. Supply deliveries on its way in. Opening.
That's the truck we could have been on that they're talking about. It's not crucial that we take out all these guards. You know what? The guard in the last tower, I forgot to put a trank round in his head. Which means he'll wake up at some point. Just, I didn't want that. It should be... It's hard to think of everything with the distractions of streaming. Or any time, really, but especially. I don't want to go back and put a trank round in the guy's head, but we might pay for it later. Where are we headed? Right. Now let's go around, almost the long way. There's a door next to the front gate the truck goes in, a small door. you can use that door to get in to the compound and get down to the pos, and you can also try to exfiltrate that way. What? What we're gonna do is go in. Hey, there's a setting for, maybe I changed that in Phantom Pain. There's a setting for when you first aim, kind of snapping to targets, and I turned that off in Phantom Pain. This has its own settings. It's probably still turned on. Whoa! You didn't notice? I didn't notice. Thinking somewhat ahead to exfiltration and getting some of these guys out of the way. There will be another shift change, and I don't know who's going to get spotted since I'm not putting anybody in a good spot. Might all get woken up. Not good. Alright. He sure could have seen us right at the edge of his light, but obviously could have seen us. A bad soldier. How to put him on the spotlight. Hopefully, that wasn't bad, but hopefully over the next week or two, my aim in general will have an opportunity to improve.
Spit it out.
So there's another, the armory, that's the side we want to go in from. There's another mechanic besides grabbing people and interrogating them and choking them out. The holdup. I never do holdups. I'm not proud of this or anything. I'm not trying to avoid doing holdups. It's just that they don't come naturally to me. At some point I should make a real effort to practice.
Marker placed.
You can hold up enemies with your gun and then make them lie down, and I think that's indefinite. It's kind of like putting them to sleep. I don't understand why that is. It's a long-standing Metal Gear Solid thing, unless it's changed. I never did it much. I don't really know.
Try interrogating some of the Marines. They must know something. Put the squeeze on them.
So we were here earlier. And all this clearing in advance is hopefully going to help us. We gotta go up. Wish I had more ammunition.
The helipad. That matches Chico's tape.
That's the door I want. The other door is over that way. Down here.
That's the admin building. Watch your corners. Its feed is being monitored at their CP. If you take it out, you can bet guys would come running from inside.
Yeah, let's not get guys running from inside. You can see I'm down to 9 rounds, tranq rounds. Hey Rex, if I end up having to load from a checkpoint, I'll have 2 clips again, which is a really nice mechanic. Quick, we should be able to sneak up on this guy having his break. Shit.
To interrogate an enemy, first grab him.
Spit it out.
Stupid, I full on stood up. Same rules apply. We don't want anybody waking up.
The surveillance camera.
There we go. From enough range, I have to worry about bullet drop. No. Who saw who? He said, what's up? I don't want to hear what's up. Man down. Shouldn't be any calls of man down. The only person we killed was the very first in the tower. That was an accident. They don't care if it was an accident. You really think they found that body? It was nowhere near here. They can't have found that body. Got all kinds of things in here, but no tranq rounds. Guy, what's up? Who's even saying that? Somebody could have found the guy in the drainage ditch. Another camera. Oh, there's another guy.
Huey's handling preparations for the inspection. Keep your mind on the mission.
They had more ammo. I regret this, but I'm going to try doing this out of order here. Shit, I am being spotted. I don't like that. I don't want to be spotted. The plan was not to be spotted. I wanted to move that body. the gate that the truck comes through. Is that the same truck? I've never ridden it all the way in. And hey, you can crawl through here. What else is there? Trooper in front of us, around the corner. Concerned about him. Of course, I don't want to be spotted. Yeah, I'm a little worried about that.
You okay? Hey, you okay?
Crank round's silent, so it's not immediately a problem.
What the hell?
Speak.
Not sure what good it does to move these bodies. DJ, cheers, greetings. Did you bring any trank rounds? They seem to be low. Sleeping Body Simulator. I love that game. Love that game though.
Hey, we get confirmation on that garbage disposal yet?
Yeah, they just took care of it.
All right, heading back up top. Stay here and keep watch.
You got it.
I don't want to get spotted here by his buddy. Which way is which? That way, okay. Double agent whose true alliances are unknown.
Mission
Boss,
info has
get
been
Boss onto the
updated.
helicopter.
If I hit a checkpoint, I'd have more ammo. I only have 3 rounds here.
You
can call a helicopter anytime. We want to get her to the same landing zone that everybody else is in. And there's 2 ways out. This is the where we came in. No, but you might eventually get a version on an emulator that can be nicely enhanced. No, might get that. At 19 meters, he might see us. What's he even doing there? The guy I forgot to kill before? That could be bad. Bad news bears.
is an illusion. Veins in the mind.
No camera, please. Camera, no.
You.
This is on the normal setting. I'm sure on the hard setting that wouldn't have worked. Got a checkpoint here. Shh, I just stepped on pause, and we've got 2 guys. This must have been the noise I heard before. Found the guy in the drainage ditch. Because we're not staying!
Keep an eye out for nearby enemies.
Shit, they already... There she's gone. Because we're not staying, DJ! I've been interrogating them for info.
They've discovered Paz is missing.
But we are not staying.
Hurry, you've got to get out of there. Nearly there, boss.
Bad. Alright, hold on, let's... I don't want to just get annihilated here. I'm not worried about points and ranking. I was having a good little sneak, okay? I was having a good little sneak. They found her fast. I should have taken out the guys who were down there. Is a problem. Where are my people at?
Marker placed.
In my orientation. Ah! Where am I? Where the hell did you drop me? Yeah, we got 2 clips again.
CP, this is Zulu 10. Heard a noise just now. Need somebody to check it out. Over.
This is CP. Understood. Sending someone to investigate the source of the sound. Out.
Nearly there, boss.
Yeah. Man, I was being sloppy. You saw the guy who saw me, right? I didn't have him marked. He was quiet. He's in the dark there. Did they really just drop me somewhere? We're already spotted. That's nice.
CP, this is Delta 2. Just saw a suspicious person. Gonna check it out. Over.
This is CP. Understood. Keep your guard up. Out.
Boy, he dropped me in a bad spot. Oh shit.
Come in. We have a situation. All units on alert.
I don't like where they just dropped me. That is all kinds of fucked up. guards that are often there.
Stay away.
DJ, I hope you're not expecting that level of gameplay from me. Just run through it on hard.
Pain.
That was weird. So, wow, we're just racking up checkpoints, but we're not going very far back. Watch where it puts us, though. I think it puts us... It's only like 50 yards back, but watch. Yeah. All right. Pause. And we're on top of the rock here.
This is Delta 2. I have eyes on a suspicious person. Need someone to check it out. Over. This is CP. Understood. Sending someone to investigate. Keep your eyes peeled for further activity. Out.
Third troop down here.
Pain is an illusion. In the mind.
Should have called the helicopter already.
Please select a landing zone.
It'll take it a minute to get here.
Roger that chopper request. It's headed your way now.
We have to get everyone on the chopper. Well, that was all messy. But, well, Ground Zeroes is something you can actually replay a whole lot. It's got a lot more in it than it looks like. There's 5 or so other missions you can run. But just the sandbox in the main mission has a lot more to offer. Lots of dialogue you can listen in on.
This is Morpho.
There's little mini scenarios that can play out. And what a sandbox it is. So many tools, toys and tools you have to play with.
This is Morpho.
Some of it changed. By the time Phantom Pain released, much of it was intact.
Target on the chopper.
Right, we want to put everyone on without accidentally getting on and failing.
All right. That leaves Chico.
Has been updated.
Okay, target is in.
Yeah, and it really doesn't cost much. It did when it first came out. It was a little...
Target's inside. Is that it?
Charging $40. I don't know about charging $40 for this. That was its max price at launch on which platform? Was that the PC price?
He's coming too.
Or which platform had that max price? Maybe it was $35. But one platform cost a little more than the others. Then the price came down.
Mission info has been updated.
All right, get in. Time to go. Okay, target is in.
Snake. Our turn.
Target's inside.
But if you're using it as a prologue to Phantom Pain, the reason to play Ground Zeroes, besides it is fun, is the horrible cutscene that's coming. A pretty cool cutscene, but the end of it is horrible. Most of you know what that is. And if you don't know what that is, tell your kids to go take a nap or something.
Message coming in. Gotcha.
Cheers, Walking Dad. You gotta go. We'll see you around the bend. No shit! Ah, I got an S rank on it. Okay. What didn't I get penalized for? 4 retries. No reflex. We got all the prisoners. And didn't kill anybody. And the no alerts. When you retry, you get a penalty for retrying instead of a penalty for the alert. That's yeah. Okay. Alright, Simpika. Disappearing for the cutscene.
Snake. Snake!
Medic! She's rigged. Damn it, we were set up!
We gotta get it out. No time for anesthetic. We have to open her now.
Hold her down. Hold her down!
Keep her gut in. Stable, no active bleeding. She's clean, I'm closing her up. Hold her steady. It's gotta be a continuous suture.
Control tower, this is Morpho 1. All hummingbirds are on the wing. We'll shake hands, then head back to the cage. Boss, you got a call. Boss, can you hear me?
What's up, Huey?
Our guests are right on time. Document destruction and hangar decontamination are complete. AFVs have been stowed away, and Zeke's on the seafloor along with a nuke. Everyone's got their story straight. The guided tour will be wrapped up by the time you get home.
Make me proud.
By the time they leave, I'll have the IAEA praising us as the poster boys for world peace. Out. Tower, this is Morpho 1. Do you copy? Can't get through. The link seems fine, but...
was nothing but a smoke screen. I heard explosions, then... They played us like a damn fiddle! Give it back! This isn't right, that was ours! We built it, damn it! You spying bitch! Come on, start talking, bitch! Come on, get up and start talking!
Bob, there's...
It's all right, we got it out.
There's another in my...
Smoke from the disaster was visible from the coastline. The media blamed money-minded private militias, and scandal followed when U.S. was fingered as one of the organization's top clients. In response, the Secretary of Defense publicly stated that neither the United States nor its allies had any hand in the incident. Reports also suggested that IAEA inspectors visited the site. However, the UN and the IAEA insist that no such inspection took place. Other countries among the organization's long list of clients avoided comment altogether. Casualty figure is uncertain. There are no known survivors. However, in the moments prior to and following the incident, several unidentified military helicopters were sighted in the area.
Your favorite song?
My favorite song?
Nicolas Bart. Immigrants wrongly executed.
How did you know my favorite song?
But their deaths served as a message to others. That ours is a society that murders the innocent. Do you too believe your sacrifice will change the world?
So there's a little bit more after the credit roll, as well as it automatically plays the trailer for the Phantom Pain. So here's what we're gonna do with this. We're gonna let the credits roll. Always a little bit of dialogue at the end of the credits. Metal Gear Solid game. Even in Ground Zeroes, I think. And we'll let that trailer play too. We'll take a break, and we'll come back to start Phantom Pain. I hope you enjoyed that, Bob. I mean, I really like this game mechanically, and I love the batshit crazy Metal Gear world. This game does it for me. You know, it was fun. Like, it's all done now. We can go home now. You can all go now. It's over. No, but that was fun. I do like Ground Zeroes. I even ran around last night collecting all the XOF patches, thinking we might do the Deja Vu mission, which is pretty neat. Same sandbox, same camp, but you're trying to recreate little pieces of scenarios from previous Metal Gear Solid games. Go to the heliport and you peek out a certain way, and it triggers a little cutscene. It remembers. Snake remembers. So, wrong person remembering. Anyways, the player gets to see a little flashback, and you can take a little tour through the logos of the series. Some neat dialogue with Miller. And then you unlock the PS1 Solid Snake skin for this game and for Phantom Pain. But I did not do the Deja Vu. I was thinking we might, between the credits and the trailer coming up, which I do want to let play. Remember how excited people were when that trailer came out? DJ, you mean Ground Zeroes? Cheers, Yankee. Yeah. It's an excellent warm-up for playing the main game after it's 2 years. I forgot to change the now command. Reminds me. And edit. Pain. Last played summer 2016. Version. Get things updated here as well. Should we tag the stream for Phantom Pain? My aptitude test. That medic. Could be a big hit as a medic. Change it. Metal Gear Solid. Phantom Pain. Going ahead and updating the current game right now. I'm thinking about it. Do I use a mobile dashboard for Twitch? It's a cool little thing. No, to what are you referring? Official, third-party app, web-based. I use different things. Sometimes I use their webpage on my chat laptop, and sometimes I'm using the bot. Whatever I feel like at the moment. Credits for this aren't as long as for Phantom Pain, but a lot of the same people who worked on Phantom Pain were working on Ground Zeroes. We had the same teams of developers putting the game together, even if it's just a small chunk of it. You download the Twitch app and log in, you get a dashboard in the app when you start the stream. So, I haven't used the Twitch mobile apps in a long time. I misspelled aptitude, so let's aptitude. Get a U in there. How'd that shut up in chat? My aptitude test said I should not be an English teacher. I am tempted to skip this. You know I don't like to skip credit rolls. We're almost there. I was tempted. We're really trying to start another game today. You know what? I'm being silly about this. Phantom Pain rolls the credits after every mission. We are gonna be skipping credit rolls. So, let's begin now. No game has more credit rolls than Phantom Pain, and I forgot that.
Cypher's been in hiding ever since his grand experiment. No one's seen him in years. All we hear are orders delivered by proxy. Except you. You met with him, face to face, in order to contact Big Boss. tell me where he
Us
is.
being interrogated by Skullface.
Where is Cypher? Where is Zero? I've never known choice. Where I was born, the language I speak, I've never had the freedom to choose for myself. But you, right now, are free. Do as you will.
This will save Big Boss.
It may.
Will you really kill Zero for me?
Not for you.
All right. Zero is...
I'll tell.
I'll tell. Uh-oh. April 30th, 1975, Ho Chi Minh campaign leads to the fall of Saigon and Vietnam's reunification. July 17th, Soyuz and Apollo spacecraft dock in orbit. First U.S.-Soviet peaceful space test is a success. Les Enfants Terribles, 1976. Skipping ahead, Iranian Revolution, 1979. July 19th, President Somoza defects following the FSLN uprising. 1980, Dr. Huey Emmerich's first child is born, named Hal. 1983, U.S. military invades Grenada. 2008, President of the United States publicly pledges to close the detention facility at Guantanamo Bay. It continued in Phantom Pain. Yeah, Camp Omega, which Ground Zeroes takes place in, was very, very loosely inspired. Guantanamo Bay. Yay. Alaskan! Everyone hold your applause! I am here! Trailer for Phantom Pain. In case you've forgotten all the hype from 2014. Alaskan, hey!
No response. Hit him again. Clear!
Deceived. Left for dead. You mean DJ? Not my arm!
You've been in a coma for quite some time. Yes, I know. You would like to know how long.
Finished Ground Zeroes.
I'm afraid it's been
Take a break before
9 years.
starting Phantom Pain.
Just to suffer.
Just to suffer.
Everybody I've lost. Comrades I've lost. Won't stop hurting.
S rank. So that was probably the only time I've S ranked Ground Zeroes. Didn't expect it. We're gonna upload the save data. And then after the break, we'll load up Phantom Pain. We have to delete the old save data. We'll do that together and look at whatever percentage completion. I think it's 50-something percentage on our last playthrough, which was 2 years ago. We read the backstory, played through the Ground Zeroes mission, and I've already rescued Kojima in that other mission, so he may show up early in Mother Base and Phantom Pain. You can already find him in the game, right? So, go up twice. I'm mixing two things. Still took me more than an hour to go through that. You can do it in 10 minutes. Alright, we'll upload that save data. That. And take a break. I'm gonna take 10. See you all back here. Lose anyone during the break, have a good day. Otherwise, Phantom Pain begins real soon. Stay tuned.